afternoon. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Sunday, February 27th. Really interesting week we had this past week. Nice little sell off in the market, driven, of course, by the events happening in Libya and the huge spike in the price of oil. But after that initial 14% run in oil. Last couple of days, sort of seen oil tread water, and the market really act like it did right after the Egypt crisis. It was a big issue for a day or so, and then the market just started forgetting about it. And we started to see that happening a little bit on Thursday and definitely on Friday. And we're starting off with the Dow daily chart here right now. And here you can see we've redrawn the uptrend line support. You can see on Wednesday and then into Thursday, we lost a 20-day exponential, but we didn't fall too far. We held above that 12K level. Market really wanted to stay above that level. And then on Friday, we saw a nice little bounce back that looks almost identical to what we saw last month when we had that pop after the Egypt crisis. Now, if we're looking for similar follow through than we did see the last time, we could be looking at a 80 to 100 plus point up move Monday or Tuesday, at least back to that 8-day moving average up there at 12,217. You can see here on the Dow daily chart, RSI has bounced off the 50 level. And if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, you'll know I love seeing this happen after a retrace. If it's in a stock or an indice, I love seeing the RSI bounce and curl off 50, just like I do seeing it, stochastics do the same. Now, stochastics still got a possibility of seeing the 20 level, but just looking at the Dow daily chart looks really, really nice in my opinion. As I mentioned, we did a very nice Fibonacci retracement there last week, and actually, let's just look at the 15-minute chart. I've drawn a new trend line. We got so used to over the last month or so just drawing one line straight up. First time we've had to actually draw a downtrend channel. Right now, resistance is at the 12,150 area. We did have a nice little pop into the close on Friday, so it'll be interesting to see how we react tomorrow. Same old in Libya, so it's all going to be if the market can just shrug off that news like it did before, and the Fed liquidity can continue to show the bears on the shorts. It's not the time for them to get happy. SMH chart, similar action to the Dow, except we saw a very nice bounce back on the SMH. And I really like seeing the SMH lead us on bounces. The uptrend line and the 50-day moving average held perfectly. On Friday, we had a gap up above the 20-day exponential, and we're back up to $36 again. I mean, we're 67 cents off the highs that we had last week. Just great. Very, very bullish action. Granted, the volume was lower than expected, but the chart looks really good. We have RSI bouncing off the 50 level. Stochastics also look really, really good on the SMH. So looking at the SMH, the strength we're seeing in the SMH, I'm pretty optimistic for the market going into this week. And, late Thursday and all day Friday, it was a bounce stock market. And I love seeing that kind of action. Another couple of things I like seeing, the popper scanner, 100 plus plays on it, which is very bullish to see that after a market retrace. And one other thing I noted going through my scan list this weekend is a hell of a lot of biotech stocks popping up on that scan. And biotech stocks are speculative stocks. And seeing those stocks starting to pop onto the pop scan and seeing renewed buying interest is bullish for the small caps and bullish for the overall market. At least that's been my view of that and what I've seen over the years as we look for bounces off retraces in the market. US dollar, possible double bottom here on the US dollar, which could mean that oil, although the oil chart sort of looks okay, we could see a pop back on oil. If we see a red day on oil tomorrow, oil's probably going to see a retrace of maybe, 3 to 5% this week. It is overbought. If the Libya crisis gets resolved this week and Gaddafi gets kicked out, although it seems like he's going to dig in and the market has sort of ignored it. Saudi Arabia came out and said they've got plenty of oil and plenty of capacity to pump. Remember, right now, Libya, the oil that's offline is about 400,000 barrels a day. A drop in the bucket of the amount of oil that's produced. Even though it's good quality oil, really meaningless in the scheme of things, and we could see the speculators run. The margin requirements were raised by 40% on Thursday, so that may start to make an impact on the price of oil this week. Anyway, let's jump into some stock plays. Lots of bounce stocks over the last day or so that we should continue to see this week. MCZ, since that nice high we made about a week and a half ago, retraced perfect 38% Fibonacci retracement right back to the November lows at 45 cents to the recent high at 209. 38% Fib retrace was 146. We jumped into this one late on Thursday. Fat bounce on this one on Friday, up almost 20% from the low seen on Thursday. Just a picture perfect bounce, and we should see MCZ make another run back to that $2 high in the near term. IPAS, very nice bottoming action here, and we sent out an alert. We jumped into this one on a break of that 132 or 142 level. There was a monster ask on it for the last couple of days. That got chomped late in the day, and the stock went on a nice pop. A break through that 150 level tomorrow should see us get a nice little pop to that 155, 165 area. RSI trying to break up through 50. Stochastics oversold. Looks really, really good. NTWK, as you can see, pay attention to these stocks I'm calling bouncer stocks. These are the kind of chart setups you want to be looking for after a retrace, a decent retrace on the market where everyone gets scared. We get a 1, 2, 5% drop on the market. These are the kind of chart setups you look for. Steep sell-offs, nice candle bottom, 1 to 2 days of green action, and then typically you see these stocks at least get a very big white candle or a big white update. Very nice bounce over the last 2 days here. This one's gunning for at least a move back to the 20-day exponential. That is at $2. Looking really, really good. Nice and oversold. Stochastics oversold. Should be a nice little bouncer for us tomorrow. Now, GSAT, this is another one beaten over the last couple of days. Nice bottom chart. But the reason to jump into this satellite company is check out ICOG. Huge move. I mean, look at this chart over the last month. It's had 2 red days in the last month. Just up, up, up. No matter what the hell the market does, this stock has gone up. And when it broke $2 on Friday, it did not look back. 240, 25% gain on this one. Perfect rule of 2 stock. Look at the accumulation on this one. Satellite company up huge. GSAT, the other satellite company, still trading at the bottom. Very nice sympathy play going into Monday after the move we've seen on ICOG. On the same sort of note, we've got COOL, Cool, Majestic Entertainment, our little mobile Facebook gamer play. Nice bounce over the last couple of days, and the reason we jumped into this one because GLUU, the other mobile / Facebook game player, new breakout to highs on Friday, and that should see nice follow through on COOL. We get a break through that 164 level tomorrow, and it's off to the races for this stock, and we could see a really fast move to that 175, 190 level over the next couple of days. LVLT, nice winner for us recently, sold off with the rest of the market, held its 20-day exponential and bounced nicely, broke through that 140 level, and would be looking to see this one over Monday and Tuesday make a bounce back to that 150, 160 level. Any dips back to the 135 area, I'd be looking to pick up or increase positions with stops at the uptrend line at 130. Nice little chart, beaten down. Similar thing. Down with the market, bounce with the market is what we're looking for. Quick mention on JTX, Jackson Hewitt tax play, tax season, you're going to start hearing a lot more of it. But again, look, stock is down big, held the uptrend line, couple of green days, looked like it was going to explode on Friday. We got as high as $1.25, then it dipped back under $1.20. We should see a move back to that 20-day exponential this week, up there at the 140 level. Big winner for us on Friday, and it's only the first day. MVIS was trading at 240 going into its earnings report a week ago and just got butchered down 30%. But we've got a nice little bottom action. We jumped into this one on Friday, and it's rock and roll time. We've got the 20-day exponential up there at 182, so we've got another 10 to 15% minimum upside on this one with, stops right now at the entry price of 152. So looking really good. Indicators all nicely oversold. And again, on a good market this week, we should see this one go on a nice little run over the next couple of days. WEBM Web Media Brands was trading at $1.95 a couple of days ago, beaten over the head with the market. Nice consolidation here over the last 2 days, and this is one that we could see a very fast 10 to 25% pop early this week. So first target, well, actually breakout would be 153. We get a breakthrough 153, and we're looking at a move to probably 160, 175 on this one. So nice upside, minimal downside, excellent bouncer play for this week. Last but not least, we've got our favorite little play, NEI Network Engines. Again, you can see the similarities with all the other bouncer charts. Down decently over the last 2 days. Nice bottoming action, and now starting to go on a nice little pop. Very strong support now at the $2 level. Nice bottoming action on RSI. Stochastics back down there to the sweet zone. And like I said in the video and in the chat room, looks exactly like we've seen before each big move on the stock. And each time we've seen a bounce on NEI over the last 2 months, we've seen what, a 50-cent pop, a 60-cent pop. I'd be happy with a 30-cent pop here and a move back to the 220 to 230 level. But if we follow the previous pattern, we could be looking at this one making a run on 250 over the next week or so. So set up very, very nicely here. So going into this week, we've got some very nice beaten down plays that are starting the bounce move. Keep an eye out. We've got a lot of charts that look sweet for this week. It should be a very nice week in small cap land, especially if we see the Dow do what I think we're going to see it do. Get a nice little pop this week to slap the shorts and the bears up the side of the head. Those clowns who are calling the end of the rally. The thing about bull markets is whenever there are retraces, they have two characteristics. They are fast and they are brutal, and that is exactly what we saw over the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A fast, brutal retrace, slapped the shorts or slapped the longs upside the head, got the shorts in, and now it's time for another reflex rally, and off to the races we go. Now, one thing to keep in mind, we've got that possible government shutdown next week, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. What we could see them do is bounce this market this week and then get a sell-off unless we get some resolution to that possible shutdown there in Washington. So that is it for the video. If you've got any questions, feel free to send me an email or just send me an instant message in the chat room, and I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Goodbye.